No. Huh? Oh.
It's all very well going after that metal-faced Mechon, but shouldn't we have some kind of plan?
How about checking out Colony 6?
Colony 6? The only other Homs colony left.
Colony 6 is on the way to Sword Valley, where there's supposed to be a Mechon base. If that's where they came from, maybe the people in Colony 6 saw something.
Good point. They might even know something about that metal-faced Mechon. So, we go past the Magmel ruins and up through Tephra Cave. Then we should arrive at the Bionis Knee.
Yeah, and if we can get to the knee, it ain't far to Colony 6, right?
Sounds like a plan. Let's head to Colony 6.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to VinnyAdventures! I'm Vinny, and today we're venturing back into the world of Bionis for Xenoblade Chronicles. In the last episode, oh my goodness, I know I say this a lot, but a lot happened. We got attacked by the Mechon. I mean, first and foremost, that's kind of the big starting point of that episode. We got attacked by the Mechon. We had to make our way around. We found the Monado. We were reunited with Dunban. Dunban couldn't use the Monado. Shulk took over the Monado. And Fiora tried to save us, and unfortunately fell in battle because of it due to the metal-faced Mechon. Now, as a sort of revenge story, Shulk and Reyn set off toward Colony 6 to basically figure out where the Mechon went and get revenge. This is a complete revenge story from this point forward, and it really kind of gives you that sense of, you have a real reason to be going out. I mean, when I first saw the cutscene where Fiora died, I was shocked. First and foremost, I was absolutely floored that they actually killed Fiora, especially after they kind of built her up and made you love her. You could play as her, you know, she was part of your party, and then they kill her, and you're like, what the hell? Like, you just killed Fiora? Are you kidding me? I'm so angry. So you almost share Shulk's anger and his motivation. So I just think it's such an amazing start to this game. Like, this whole first prologue, yes, it's very tutorial heavy at the beginning, but once you get past all that and you start getting into the brunt of the story, oh my god, does it get good. And it only gets better from here on out, guys. I mean, I can't say much more than that. So, our main goal is to head to Tephra Cave, because through Tephra Cave we get to the Bionis Knee, and from the Bionis Knee we can get to Colony 6, which is, I guess you could call it the sister colony of Colony 9. It's apparently the closest colony to Colony 9, so that's where we're headed. But, as you can see on the screen, gem crafting is now available. Now, I would like to show this off, you know, like, and more tutorial stuff, but guys, this is a really important thing for me to do. And because it's the first time that I'm doing it, I really would like to show it off. And luckily for us, look at this, we actually have a landmark right to the Gem Man's stall. Ooh, quest! Give me all quest, sesame. Open sesame, give me your quest. What's with the face? You want to join us? Come on, we're short members anyhow. You came because you heard about my plan, right? Could you go into more detail? Well, you'll know soon enough. Better late than never, eh? Here's your first job. Sesame and his friends are planning something shady. Help, but keep a close eye on developments. So for this, we have to collect 2 croaking brog bags from singing brogs in Tephra Cave, which... Oop, and I hit my mic. We might actually already have those. I'll know in a moment. And it would be really nice if we did, because that gives us a critical up 2 gem. No problem, leave it to me. Do we? We do! Ooh! Ooh, give me that critical up 2 gem, Sesame. Sesame, open your bags. I need to just stop with that. Did you get them all? Good work, man. You're learning the ropes fast. Now you need to take these to the residential district and see Betty. Betty's normally around during the day. Go and have a chat with her. Don't let me down. Alright, so we do have a quest to go— Oh my gosh, Desiree has a quest for us too? Oh Shulk, there you are. I've been looking everywhere for you. I've broken my watch. Look, it's in pieces. I'm terrible with machines, even little ones like this. Would you mind fixing it for me? You don't have to be good with machines to be careful with them. You just have to be careful. Yeah, okay, Shulk, we get it. You're a jokester. Wasn't your father good with machines? I'd have thought fixing things would be the first thing he'd teach you. Wow, Shulk, you were just... Speaking of shade, Shulk is throwing some shade right now. Not too good. He was amazing. When I was little, I used to marvel at how he swung that hammer. But he's gone now, and as hard as I try, I can't... Wait, gone like he passed away? Oh man, that'd be sad. I'm sorry, Desiree. Yeah, it looks like he passed away. I didn't mean to be rude. Oh, it's so easy to make you go all timid. Seriously, don't worry about it. It's been a year since then. I'm back on my feet. Anyway, are you going to fix my watch or not? Desiree has broken her watch again. Take it to the lab and fix it for her. Ooh, we get a muscle up 2 gem. You know, off camera, before we go to Tephra Cave, I might have to do this stuff on my own, because this isn't necessarily the most adventurous use of our time, but I really want these rewards. These are some pretty good rewards. But yeah, I'll leave it in your capable hands. It's in pretty bad shape. I'll have to use the equipment in the lab, so it might take a while. Desiree's watch. Alright, so we have that. Any more quests that you people want to just walk by me and give me? Alright, so, the real reason I came here, though, is the Gem Man. Hey you, listen here a bit. Hello there, young'un. I got something that might interest ya. Rather, something to tell ya. It's about this here furnace. When creatures die, they leave ether crystals behind. Everyone knows that, don't they? Ether particles in the body are... Oops, that stuff's too complicated. Just remember that creatures drop ether crystals when they die. But I haven't got to the best part yet. Ready? Don't be shocked. This furnace compresses ether crystals and removes impurities. You use it to make ether gems. What? No reaction? Kids these days. You don't know how amazing this thing is. You can use the furnace to make ether gems. They've got the powers of ether crystals, but highly condensed. Those ether gems can give you all sorts of powers. They're great for use in home or by the defense force. Just put them in weapons or armor with slots. What? That's not much of a reaction. Never mind, it'll probably be quicker for you to try it. If you want to give it a try, just put gems in your weapon slots. That weapon of yours will do just fine. Oh wow, so he's actually going to give us a strength up 2 gem and an HP up 2 gem. This is actually really great for Reyn, which I'm so happy about. Gems have various qualities. Okay, so we've already seen the case of a gem with the agility up gem. Essentially, just like in every other MMO out there, well, not every, but most, there are gems, and items have gem sockets in them, and by socketing a specific gem into an item, you empower that item to have additional bonuses, such as stats or whatever. Gems are so integral to Xenoblade Chronicles. Putting gems into your weapons and armor and creating gems to put into your weapons and armor is the difference between someone who's really good at Xenoblade Chronicles and someone who's not really great. It's the difference between having an okay time with the game or having an incredibly difficult time with the game. If you don't put any gems in your equipment, you're going to be, well, you're going to be gimping yourself for sure. So that is kind of why I really, really want to show this feature off. Okay, so he's basically telling us that we can make our own gem here. So he's got the furnace, we don't need to pay him, we're friends with the great hero Dunman, which gives us a little bit of a little, well, we get a pass, right? We get to use the ether furnace for free. Okay, so this is how you create an ether gem, and I am going to go through and read this, because I remember this, but this is an incredibly complicated system, and I want to make sure that I haven't forgotten anything over the last year. First, you select ether crystals to put in the furnace. Only ether crystals of the same rank can be put into the furnace at the same time. I believe what this means is, like, for example, I don't think you can put red ether crystals in with blue ether crystals. Now, at this point in the game, I don't think we have any colored ether crystals. When the strength of a certain quality exceeds 100%, an ether gem with that quality will be formed. So essentially what you're trying to do is you're trying to build a 100% or higher ether, you're trying to build a gem that has the ether crystals that equal 100% or more, and for every 100% of that quality that's in the cylinder that you're building, essentially, it goes up one rank. So for example, if I have 100% agility crystals in a formula, I'll make an agility up 1 gem. If I have 200%, it'll go to an agility up 2, and so on and so forth. Put crystals with matching qualities in the furnace so that the total strength of the quality you're aiming for exceeds 100. We know this. If it exceeds 100%, or you have already put in 8 crystals, which is the max, you cannot add any more crystals. Oh, actually forgot it. Oh, that's right. So if it exceeds 100%, you can't put any more in. The way that you get more than 100% of a quality, however, is by using ether crystals that are of, like, you know, maybe one is 90% and the other one is 90%, and then you get 180. Well, that's still not 200, but we'll get to this part in a minute. You can actually further increase it. It's a very complicated system. So essentially, every party member that you'll have in Xenoblade Chronicles has different qualities. They have strong flame, medium flame, or gentle flame, which affects, I believe, the amount that the crystal or that the gem is upgraded after everything is all said and done. Your shooter, on the other hand, so your engineer controls the flame. Your shooter, on the other hand, basically does something different. Like, for example, with Shulk and Reyn, Shulk gets into a fever easier when crafting. A fever, in layman's terms, not go into too detail, just affects how good quality of the final product you'll make. We only have Shulk and Reyn, though, at the moment, so it really doesn't matter too much, you know, what we do in that department. Now, right here, we do have a red small fire cylinder. So if I were to put this into a recipe, we would have 88% initial tension. Now, if I go through here, and I actually do want to sort these probably by color, that should do it, because it'll also sort them by type. Now, what I really want to focus on right now is I want to focus on making agility stuff. So the way that I'm going to try to do this, and oh man, I have to... Okay, I'm just going to start adding stuff, right? I'm just going to start adding stuff so that we can just see this whole process. My main goal here, believe it or not, is to put ether crystals into this recipe to the point where they will not exceed 100%. And you'll see why. So, like, for example, I have these 2 ether crystals in, agility up 50%, strength up 27%, total. So let's go ahead and confirm that, because I want to show you guys what this does. So, qualities grow stronger with a strong flame. Let's use, I can't remember if I use Shulk or Reyn as the, maybe, yeah, I think I usually use Reyn as the shooter and Shulk as the engineer. So let's just try this out, okay? Let's just see what this does. This is also very interesting. Listen to what they have to say.
There we go! To you! Alright! To me! Alrighty! Alright! To me! Alrighty! Awesome! There we go! Alrighty! Woo!
Alright, so it made kind of a sad sound there, but it did essentially do what I wanted it to. Now you'll notice that I put 50% of agility up into this recipe, but I got 56% back. That's because it actually did upgrade the quality of the crystal a little bit. So what I can actually do here is you have to choose 1 gem. You only get 1, and I say gem, but this will still be a... You'll see what I mean. We'll get a cylinder out of this. So if I pick agility up, which is what I want... Oh wait, we do get 2. Never mind, I lied. We get 2 cylinders out of this. We made a 56% agility up cylinder, and a strength up 33% cylinder. So those are pretty good. I want to continue gem crafting now, and I want to keep doing this until I have like a decent, like, I need like, ooh, 82%. You know what? This actually could be really great. Let's just put one. Can I put only one in? Doesn't look like it. Then is there maybe something that I don't need? Attack, stability, ether, defense. Yeah, let's do that, because you have to put in at least 2 crystals. That is a given. So let's do this. I'm going to speed up the process now by pressing A. Alright, so we got 88 agility up. That's great. And we got strength up 46. Also pretty good. We're going to take those, and we only have a couple more steps to go, but this is how you do this to be most effective, okay? So we have an 88% and a 56%. I would like, if possible, to combine this 56% with something that is not really going, like, I think 81 is probably safe. And then do I have anything that's just strength? Because I'd like to get a strength out of this too, if at all possible. 50% strength could be pretty good. Yeah, let's do that one. Yeah, sure. Okay, so let's confirm that recipe. We'll go Reyn and Shulk. I think that's the best way to do that for the shooter and the engineer at this point in the game. I really need this recipe to not exceed 100% agility. Please, please do not exceed... Okay, good. We got 85, and I'll take the 59 strength up. We lose the quick step in the process, which is unfortunate, but there's not too much we can do about that. Now, we have an 88% and an 85% agility up. So I want to combine these. That makes 173%, and I don't actually want to do that quite yet. Is there any more agility stuff that I can maybe put in that still won't make me exceed 100%? Yes, we have a 95. Ooh, a 99. That would be perfect. Okay, so now this is the part that scares me. I have 187% agility up in this recipe. If we can somehow manage to get 13 plus on this agility, we will get a really nice agility up gem out of this. Now, if we get strong flames, it would upgrade technically a lot better, but I think doing it this way makes the upgrade a little more consistent, so here we go, guys. Cross our fingers and hope that this works. If it doesn't, I'll be sad, but whatever.
I've got it.
Come on, big money, no whammies. 91.
Awesome.
Oh no.
There we go.
Oh, this is not great. This is not great at all. Come on, upgrade the gem. Okay, it didn't really work, did it? Alright, well that sucks. We only made an agility up 1. We could have made an agility up 2 gem there, had that upgraded, but unfortunately we got a little bit unlucky there, which is fine. Now, if I wanted to be a super, like, I don't know, if I wanted to be super controlling over this, I can technically save before I make gems and then reload until I get the gems that I want. But I think that that's, I don't know, I may do that, but I may do it off camera. So I think for now, I'm going to go and create some more gems and go turn in the quests at the development lab and all that stuff. And I will meet you guys back here when I'm ready to go and explore Tephra Cave.
But wait! There's more! I've got it!
Okay guys, I wanted to cut back to this really quickly because look, I did it. I was able to get an agility up 1 past 200%, which gives us the little heat icon. That means that we ranked up the agility gem, we made an agility 2 gem. I was able to do that by taking the agility quality of ether crystals and kind of putting them together in a way that only agility was on that final recipe so that it had a much higher chance to be upgraded, and sure enough, that worked, and that gave us an agility up 2 gem, which increases agility by 9, which is really, really helpful. So anyway, I'm going to continue doing this, and I will see you guys back when I'm ready to go to Tephra Cave.
2,000 years later.
Okay guys, I'm back, and I have done so much. I made a ton of gems. I'm going to show this super quickly, but I filled up Shulk's gear as well as Reyn's with a ton of gems. Shulk now has agility up 36 and strength up 20. Reyn has strength up 35, muscle up 15, HP up 22. I increased Reyn's health by like 400. It's ridiculous. What you guys really just need to know about what I did is that I made my party a lot stronger, which is going to be super necessary coming up because we have some difficult battles ahead of us, as well as just the fact that we are one party member short now. Now, before we go into the cave, I want to do this heart-to-heart, because before when we tried doing this, we did not have the proper affinity with Shulk and Reyn. However, now we do. Every time we come here, it brings back memories. Same for you, right? Yep, we've been through a lot together, you and me. Oh yeah, you remember that time? You know, that one time? When we had that big fight, or when Dunban told us off? I'm gonna say when we had that big fight. That's the one. It's easily the biggest bust-up we've ever had. In all the years I've known you, nothing else has come close. It was bad, alright. I'm just glad we made up afterwards. You know, for such a big argument, I don't even remember what it was about. We were really young. It was probably just some silly kid thing. You're probably right. Hey Shulk, do you ever think about it? Without me bringing it up, I mean. Of course, or nope, never. I'm gonna go ahead and say of course, because I feel like if we never think about it, Reyn might get mad that we don't remember, but then again, he could get mad that we're dwelling on it. I'm not sure. Oh, I hope I don't mess this up, but I'm gonna say, of course. Yay, we did it! Okay, so to counteract the horrible heart-to-heart that we had with Fiora, Shulk is having a much better heart-to-heart with Reyn. I think about it sometimes. If we'd never had that argument, I don't think we'd be friends now. That's pretty good. That's just what I was thinking. We must have said something pretty harsh to each other. But it was worth it, right? It's why we're such good mates now. Yeah, it was definitely worth it. You know, it's funny how we think alike sometimes. I'd have figured you were still angry. Nah, not anymore. But you did get on my nerves a bit back then. You were just too clever, man. It got under my skin. And I thought you were just this big dumb brute. Hey, I guess that's what we were arguing about. Yeah, that sounds about right. But after that, all that fighting, we came out stronger, and we learned about each other. You know, I don't say this enough. Thanks, Reyn. I couldn't ask for a better friend. No problem, Shulk. And remember, you don't have to hold back. You can call me a big dumb brute anytime you like. I'll take it on the chin. Shulk and Reyn are so cute together. I love them, and we did get an achievement with 100 XP for finally doing a heart-to-heart right. But man, they are so adorable. They are like best friends through and through, like best friend goals, guys. And they're just, oh, you're gonna see a whole lot of them. I just love the guys. Alright, so here we are, back in Tephra Cave once more. Now, there are going to be some things that are different about Tephra Cave in order to, you know, keep things fresh, but for the most part, this first area is roughly the same. You know what that means, though, guys, is that there are enemies that are roughly the same, and you know what that means, right? We have this dumb thing that is still here, and I am going to get my revenge on it because now I am super powerful, and even though we are minus Fiora, we are 2 levels higher than it with better equipment and better gems, and I think I'm prepared to do this, so I'm going to try. Alright, all I have to say to you, Cellar Bugworm, is you will know our names! Alright, so one other thing that I think I kind of need to mention is that obviously we have the Monado now, so even though we are down Fiora, it shouldn't be a problem because BAM! I mean, we are just going to be doing so much damage to this thing. Now, I should be healing Reyn here. Reyn is on fire though, so we're doing really well so far. Let's see if I can get a topple on this thing. Uh-oh, Reyn has sustained a bit of damage. So that kind of worries me, but oh, it's toppled. Oh, this is a perfect time to do backslash. Yes, okay. We did some damage there. I'm still a little bit worried about Reyn, honestly. Come on, come on, come on. I need my light heal up. Alright, Shulk does have aggro, which is a little Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't really want to do a Buster, but we do have a, we do have this. Now, this isn't going to do a whole lot, but I can topple it with this. So I am going to topple it, because topple is very important right now. Come on. Alright, it's toppled. This is good. All of our... Okay, our abilities are not actually off cooldown yet. This is fine. I still think we can do this, because even if Reyn goes down, I think we're gonna be okay. Alright, we got an achievement for art practice. I'm actually not quite sure what that's for, but... Come on! We don't... Did we do it? We did it! Woohoo! Alright, wow, we got a ton of XP for that. Alright, what is in this treasure chest? Give me something good. Flame gear. Ooh, blaze attack. That's not really going to be good for either of our characters, because neither one of our characters have fire ether attacks yet. We have yet to see that yet, but we did get an arachno driver, which I can already tell you right now is not better for Reyn. The stats on that are just way too low. So, whatever. We didn't get, no, I'd like to take all of that, please. Alright, so we didn't get a whole lot of stuff there, but yeah, you can see what a difference in gear level and agility gems can make. I mean, even though we are minus Fiora, we did a whole lot better. Just a ton better than we did, just even a couple levels ago. So, I'm super happy with how that fight, went. We almost lost Reyn, but we didn't, and I really did not mean to attack this guy, but sure. Air Vang, I guess we'll take you on, and oh, come on, Brog. Really? Alright, let's see. How do I make Reyn attack you? There we go. Focus our efforts. I am just gonna do a Buster here. Wait, Reyn, where are you go- oh, okay, you know what? Can we just run from all these guys? I didn't mean to pull everything in sight here. I'm just gonna run through here. I'm not gonna worry about these enemies. Because honestly, like, they're severely under level for what we need to be fighting at the moment, and yeah. So what we're basically doing here back in... Okay, alright, Buniv. Fine. Have it your way. Come on, turn him around, Reyn, so I can get a backslash in. There we go. Wrecked! That's what you get for messing with me. Alright, so I'm gonna grab these item orbs, because they're down here all sneakily, and you know how I love to collect my item orbs. But up here, this is where things are going to start changing a little bit in Tephra Cave. You'll notice immediately off the bat that we have a Defense Force soldier here now. Oh, you're just in time. I think my partner went to check out the cylinder hangar. He's worried he's not back yet. So we have a couple of quests here that we can kind of pretty much do along our way here. He says it's pretty scary. He wants us to go check on his friend. We can do that. I don't think... Yeah, he does have more quests for us. Alright, he's got more quests. I imagine these are probably collect this or... what is this going to be? He wants me to collect Arachno Silk. This stuff can sell for a lot. He's got 6 kids. He's got to, you know, support his household and everything. So he wants Arachno Silk, which is fine. We can probably get that for him. We have another Defense Force soldier here, but he doesn't really have a quest for us, so I'm going to completely skip him. Here.
This door, it was closed when we came past before. But it's open now.
Maybe it was programmed to open up in case of Mechon emergency. The way to the Bionis knee is just ahead. You ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so, as I was literally just going to say, before that cutscene so rudely interrupted me, this door is now open, and wow, Shulk just leveled from exploring the escape pod bay. But yeah, this area was not open to us previously, and now it is. You're going to see kind of a lot of this in Xenoblade Chronicles. There's going to be areas that will just kind of magically open up as time goes on. And it's really cool because it gives you a reason to go back to places you've already visited, but for new things and new exploration, and I actually really quite like it. In fact, there's an area, not to give spoilers or anything, but there's an area of Tephra Cave that doesn't even open up until, I believe, after you've beaten like 80% of the game, I'd say. Maybe even 90% of the game. It opens up way late, and it basically serves as like an end game for Xenoblade Chronicles, so it's really cool how you go back to old areas in this game. Will you listen to what I have to say? Probably. He's got gathering supplies, important job. Can't get a hold of the things that he needs. He needs kneecap rocks. Oh my gosh, I remember this quest, and I remember hating it. Kneecap rocks. I think these are a very rare collectible that you can find while in Tephra Cave, and I remember spending literally an hour running around collecting item orbs, resetting the game when I didn't get the kneecap rocks, probably for like literally an hour or more, and got like one. They are an extremely rare collectible for whatever reason. There are items in Xenoblade Chronicles as collectibles on the ground that are super, super rare. This will happen multiple times in the series, and if I decide to do these types of quests, you will definitely see some rage when I run around and spend 2 hours trying to find an item. I don't think in this case I'm going to go out of my way to find these kneecap rocks, since I already, like, I don't have them yet. If I had them, sure, that'd be great, but the chances of me having 2 kneecap rocks at this point in the game is just so low. You can only get them in Tephra Cave, and we've spent such a small period of time in Tephra Cave that it's just, the odds are stacked against us. So I think what I am going to do, though, is I'm going to just continue on. I feel like as far as level goes, we are at an okay place, so I don't really feel the need to grind any quests out.
An ether lamp.
Don't traders use these things as guideposts?
Yeah. We can follow them to the Bionis knee.
Okay. But if armed traders need guideposts, it must be pretty dangerous in here. Let's keep our wits about us.
Definitely.
Alright, so we've got ether lamps, which we are now going to basically want to follow throughout the rest of Tephra Cave. Got a clear almond there. Interesting item name. Now, look at this! New areas of Tephra Cave, and oh my goodness, that is actually really pretty looking. Up there you can see a little bit of sparkly redness. That is actually... Reyn just leveled from exploring as well. That is actually an ether crystal deposit, which we will not be able to get to until near the end of the game. Yes, that is actually part of the area that I was talking about. That will not be accessible to us right now. So for now, though, I do want to kind of just go through here. There are going to be some enemies for me to fight, and I might fight them. I believe this heart-to-heart down here is not anything we can do anything with yet. Yep, we cannot see this heart-to-heart yet, so we're going to skip that for now. Now, I do believe that these noble brogs... Do I need these noble brogs? I don't know. What is that? Hold on, what is that thing? There's... Oh, is that a Crabble? It's like a... Oh my goodness, it's a unique enemy. Alright. Hopefully this won't pull the other enemies in the area if I pull it. So actually, in fact, let's do it this way. I really want to take this unique enemy on, and I missed my command there. That really sucks. Alright, let's start with a Shadow Eye so that we can get some more physical damage on Shulk here. Alright, we got a nice backslash there. Let's get a topple on this guy. There we go. Come on, let's get a break. Alright, we got it toppled. I missed my my bonus art there on the on the slit edge, but that's fine. We've got a Buster here. I think I'm just going to use it. So far, this guy's actually really not that difficult. He's not doing nearly as much damage to our party as the Caterpile was back there, so... come on, let's do another slit edge. And then I want to... Ow! Oh my god! Shulk just screamed bloody murder there. Holy crap. Oh, and I'm dazed. Oh, this is bad. Alright, let's do another Shadow Eye. I want to get another slit edge there. And then I want to get a stream edge to see if we can maybe break it and topple it. Come on. Alright, it's toppled. We didn't get our command on backslash, which is really weird. Not sure why. I am going to heal Reyn, even though I have less health than he does. Ooh, 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 Monado Buster to finish it off. Come on! Oh, that didn't quite finish it off, but close. Alright. So yeah, unique monsters level 10, they are no problem for us. We got a Pistis cap and front armor. I will have to check that out later. I don't want to spend too much time in the inventory here. I really just want to continue on. I really want... Do I need these noble brogs for anything? Let's go ahead and attack this guy. Come on, Reyn, take the aggro, please, sir. Alright, slit edge. Backslash. Wow, that was a lot of damage. Holy crap. That physical defense down really makes a difference. And unfortunately, I don't even think we'll get the item out of here if we did need it. So, I don't know. Again, I'm not going to worry too much about grinding quests. We will just kind of naturally level up as we go through here, and I feel like level 13 is already slightly over-leveled for where we're heading, so I'm okay with this. And why? Oh, I thought I was heading in the wrong way, but it looks like this loops back around. So, ooh, we have some sound enemies here, and we did need these arachnos. So why don't we go ahead and attack this guy? And I keep missing my B command there at the start of the fight for some reason. I am not playing very well today. I could definitely be playing a lot better than I am. Insect jaw, that's not quite what we want. Here we go. That is the command that I keep trying to do and keep failing at. Let's just attack these though. These are sound enemies, so they would have pulled anyway if I had run by them too quickly. You definitely can't sneak by these guys. It is definitely a possibility, and I don't know, like, I like that there are different types of aggros in this game. Is that even how I want to phrase that? I guess so. You don't see it a whole lot in video games. Really, in a lot of MMOs, it's only like proximity aggro. So I really like that they went and even made the aggro a little bit different.
What the? Look at the emblem. They're traders from Colony 6. No wonder it's been so long since the last delivery.
Reyn, they're injuries.
They weren't made by no Mechon. It was probably the monsters that live here. Man, that's grim. I don't want to go like this. Not even killed by Mechon, just some monsters in a cave.
They probably had families. Children.
Maybe. It wouldn't surprise me. But why'd you say that?
Oh, no reason. Reyn, shouldn't we return them to the Bionis?
Huh? Oh, right. What's born from the Bionis is returned to the Bionis. That's the way of the Homs. That was way harder than I thought it'd be. I'm just about ready to collapse.
Let's take a rest. If the monsters in here killed all these traders, we need to be at our best. I'm wide awake, so I'll take first watch.
Thanks, man. The nap will do me good. Shulk, my turn.
Awake already?
Didn't sleep a wink. Oh, I still feel like I just did one of Vanguard's drills. Hey, why do you think the Mechon attacked? Are we just food to them? Or what? Did we do something wrong? Sort of reminds me of the battle between the Bionis and the Mechonis. I wonder if it's anything to do with that.
Well, it's hard to believe that living things are just a source of energy for machines. There has to be another reason.
Mechon killed Fiora.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll never forgive them. I don't care what their reason is.
When it happened, the Monado showed me that Fiora was in danger, but I couldn't save her.
It's not your fault. Just because the Monado showed you some future, that don't mean you could do anything about it. You did great. You fought them off. I couldn't have done that. You know, I've been thinking about it. Why you can use the Monado, I mean. Dixon told me. You're a survivor from the Monado expedition team that went out 14 years ago. There was a blizzard or something, and your mum and dad died. And then Dixon found you and brought you back.
That sounds right. I was pretty young, so I don't really remember anything.
Is that why you do it? Why you're always helping Dixon with his research and trying to figure out the Monado?
Maybe. Part of me does see it as something to remind me of my mum and dad. But mainly, if it really is the sword that the Bionis used to kill the Mechonis, like in the legend, I want to work out its secret. That's the real reason.
I've got it. You were chosen by the Monado.
What? Chosen?
Don't you see? Not even Dunban can handle it. It ain't chance that you can and he can't. I'll take the next watch. You get some rest.
Okay, I'll try. Night, Reyn.
Do you wish to change it?
Huh?
The future. It is every man's desire to change the future. Is that not so? Even if everything has been predestined, will you not oppose it? The Monado is now in your hands. The Monado will grow with you. If you can find the true Monado, the future is yours.
The true Monado.
Shulk! Shulk!
Reyn!
Shulk! Shulk! Reyn! What are you playing at? Give us a hand!
Alright, so despite just having a lot of really cool exposition, we have a ton of enemies in front of us. Essentially, even though there are a ton of these things, they're really easy to take on, and you can use attacks that kind of do AoE to attack multiple ones at the same time. Like, look, my Monado Buster is already back up, so I'm going to try to Buster both of these guys just to do a bunch of damage to them. And it looks like it worked. We did an okay job. We only got 2 of them left. They're not bad at all. I remember when I first did this section of the game, I got destroyed because I didn't know anything about agility gems. I didn't know anything about just really anything in this game, talent gauge, whatnot. So I'm much more experienced this time around and did not have too much of a problem.
I'm sorry, Reyn.
Don't worry about it. It looked like you were having a nightmare.
Really?
The Monado is now in your hands. The Monado will grow with you. If you can find the true Monado, the future is yours.
The true Monado? Was I dreaming?
What's with you? We'd better get a move on.
It wasn't a dream. Was it a vision? What should I do? I could tell Reyn, but I don't know.
Alright, so Shulk is having more visions, and unfortunately for Reyn, Shulk has decided to kind of keep his mouth shut a little bit. Which maybe is not the best plan of action, Shulk. Just saying, you just saw your friend die, and you're not going to tell him, and oh my goodness, all of those item orbs. I know that, I mean, okay, look, I get a level with you. We returned the corpses of those soldiers to the Bionis, which I always kind of in my head imagined that this water here is ether, I don't know, infused, and if you lay a corpse in it for a long period of time, it somehow absorbs their nutrients. I don't know how it was done, but it is a little weird that I believe there were 4 corpses and there are ironically 4 item orbs here. So yeah, in a way, I'm taking their souls. In fact, one of them is called Insanity Mint. That's just slightly creepy, game. But then there's a bunch of cave rats, and what's the fourth one we got? A shin newt. Okay, well, you know me and my item orbs. I had to pick them up. But our next objective really is not that far. I believe it's right around the corner here. Ooh. Oh, yes it is. Yes it is.
What on Bionis are those?
Monsters' egg sacs, I think. But it looks like there are mechon parts inside as well.
Man, what kind of monsters are they?
Probably some type of arachno. Reyn, get back! Reyn! No. If that vision comes true, then Reyn, I've got to find him.
Well, Shulk, maybe you should have thought about that when you decided not to tell Reyn about this vision you had. Alright, so this is explaining the sound types to us. I have already explained sound types, but here they are. Now, if I were to run too quick... Oh, yep, it's already happening. Alright, which one of you hatched? One of them hatched. Which one, though? Is it this one? Ah, yes, this one is hatching, so I guess I can show this. Oh. 2 enemies popped out of there, but they're not attacking me, so see you later! I'm not gonna stop and fight you guys if you're not even gonna aggro on me. Now, there are some more sound types. Can I get past them without making the egg sacs hatch, please? That would be great, because I need to save Reyn. That is my #1 priority here, not fight you.
You thinksters don't give up, do ya?
Reyn! I've got to hurry. If I can get up there, I should be able to reach him.
Alright, so that icon is displayed on climbable walls and pillars. Yes! Oh my goodness, my least favorite slow climbing thing in all of Twilight Princess is back in Xenoblade Chronicles. Now, I don't think climbing is nearly as slow in this game. I'll have to see. It's been a while. I think, is that a unique monster right there? Ooh, okay, we have a unique gluttonous Eugene there. I don't know how you're supposed to say that. I could grab it, but I think I'm gonna leave it alone. And oh, I think there's like a red item orb that we need somewhere in this cave. I'm gonna run around. I know that we need to save Reyn, like we did. Oh, there it is. Yes, I knew it. I can't remember, like, I can't believe I remembered this from, like, literally, like, over a year ago, but there is a red item orb over here for a lost pendant. I picked up a quest in Colony 9 off-camera, of an NPC basically asking for their lost pendant back, and they didn't remember where they lost it. They thought maybe somewhere around Tephra Cave, so that is where that is at if you guys are playing along and maybe found that quest, but notice that I didn't mention anything about that. I do want to grab these item orbs, if possible, because you know me and my item orbs. And then up here, and can we just talk about how beautiful this is? Like, this color scheme, these waterfalls that are all glowy with, like, ether energy, it's so beautiful. This game is just gorgeous, and ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, so on my mini-map right there, you can see that little pickaxe icon, as well as the pickaxe on the screen just in front of you. This is what I was talking about earlier. This is an ether crystal deposit. Harvest very pure ether crystals from ether deposits. When you have exhausted the supply, try returning later. This is a water ether deposit. So we can actually take a couple, or a few in this case, ether crystals from here of the water type. Now, I am going to show this super quick. If we go into our inventory and we go into the, I believe this section, yes. So we've been getting non-colored ether crystals just dropping off random enemies. You can get colored ether crystals from these nodes, and they are pure, meaning they only, like, these white ones have muscle up and agility up on the same one, muscle up and strength up on the same one, making them not the best for crafting. But these ones that are pure, they just have, you know, this one's just got HP up, just poison defense, and just poison defense, meaning we can make pure ether crystals with these, giving us a much easier time making the types of gems that we want. So I am going to be picking up those crystals as I see them because they are super important to grab. But for now, let's go ahead and climb up these vines. Now, it is pretty slow, but it's not as slow as it was in Twilight Princess, I think, personally, so I'm not too bothered by it. Now, back here, there's a dead end, but there's also an item orb, so I'm gonna grab that. We got Confusion Ivy, which is kind of appropriate considering what we just climbed up. But over here, our objective is not too far from here, so what do you say we run through to the end of this cavern system and save Reyn?
Shulk! Where are you? Reyn! Reyn! There's too many of them! I kill one, and 10 more pop up! Reyn, no! Not that way! Reyn! Shulk! Reyn! What's this? The power of the Monado. Look out! Glad one of us figured out these things would try and ambush. Let's do this, Shulk. Right.
Okay, so Shulk has unlocked a new power of the Monado. This is so exciting, and I am so happy that we are at this part of the game already. This is when stuff starts getting super fun. Oh my god, I'm excited. Shulk learned a new art, Shield. This is a Monado power. The party can now have visions of the future. During battle, the party will be able to see in advance the dangers that await. If an enemy is going to use an ability that is either going to be fatal to one of your party members or is just an extremely powerful ability, Shulk's Monado will activate and the game will actually show you the attack ahead of time. This gives you kind of a one-up on enemies, allowing you to use abilities that will prepare you for said attack. And there are many different ways that you can prevent the future from happening in battle, but this is how, oh my god, the combat system in Xenoblade Chronicles, top-notch, guys. I wish more MMOs had combat systems like this because it's so cool. I love this. So it'll show you the attacker and the attacker tag and the victim that it's going to hit for how much damage it will hit, as well as a timer showing you how long it will be until that vision will come true. The color of the art name tells you which type of art the monster will use. If it uses a white, it's a talent art. If it uses a red, it's a physical attack. And if it uses a blue, it's an ether. This is important for you to remember because it will tell you how you need to deal with the vision that is about to come true. If you press B near the party member to warn them about the thing that's about to happen to them, that is when you are able to actually do something about it. You have to have at least one party block in the party gauge to be able to do this. That's a very important thing to remember. And it will allow you to select an art for them to perform. They will automatically target the monster that attacked in the vision. If you warn them, you might be able to change the future. I've already explained this. When the future changes, the vision tag is destroyed and a new future is born. Avoid danger by changing the future in your favor. Alright, so in this case, we have Monado Shield. This is the third Monado ability that Shulk has. Monado Shield basically makes the target of the shield, I believe, invincible for a short period of time. So, what I want to do is... Oh, we're already getting a vision. Okay, so Arachno Crush on Shulk. Now, the way that we are going to avoid this vision is by... I need to target I need to target you. Okay, that vision was crushed somehow because... Oh, right, because, okay, can I... Alright, there we go. I want to focus on the queen, okay? There are a ton of smaller enemies that are here, but I really just want to focus on the queen. And I didn't get the physical defense down, and that really sucks. But okay, come on, Reyn. Alright, we need to get these timings because I really would like to get a party gauge built up if possible. Oh no. Okay, we need to just do this. I need to get this thing toppled like ASAP. Let's inflict break, which did quite a bit of damage actually. And let's inflict wild down. And oh, we're getting a third attack. This is actually really great for us. I can show this off. If you use a Monado ability in a chain, so right now we have a green chain going on because Reyn just used a green ability. If you use a Monado ability or a talent art in general, it acts as a wild card, meaning I can continue this green chain simply by using, for example, in this case, I want to use Monado Buster. Alright, and we're getting another attack! This is great! So now that I have used a wild card, the chain is now white. This allows me to have Reyn use a, well, any ability of my choice, and I would like to do probably Bone Upper. Alright, so we did 7,300 damage in that chain. That is really nice. And can you guys get out of my way, please? Jeez. Alright, we got the physical defense down. This is good. Reyn, I really need you to take the aggro back, please, sir. Can you please take the aggro off of me? Thank you. Alright, let's get our backslash. Let's get our party gauge back up. Let's get a physical defense down. And we already have another talent gauge. So, we have another vision here. I want to show that there are different ways that you can smash visions. Now, one way that we could smash this one is simply for Reyn to take the aggro, but I could also just topple the enemy. Now, I believe the enemy has to be toppled within 12 seconds. I don't know. We'll see how this actually ends up working out. But let's... Oh, no, I missed... Oh, I missed it! Oh, dang it. Oh, that is really not great. That is not great. Okay. Alright, we did smash the vision, though. Alright, let's get another physical defense down. There we go. Let's do a light heal. Man, these visions are just getting smashed because we keep bouncing back and forth with the aggro here. Come on, Reyn, take the aggro. Oh, wait. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Shoot, shield. Oh, I really should have been paying attention there. I thought Reyn was going to take the aggro back, honestly. Okay, Reyn, you need to run over and resurrect me. Come on. Alright, thanks, friend. Thanks, friend. Now keep the aggro, please, sir. Okay, come on. Come on, Reyn. Can you, like, encourage me a little bit here? That would be great. Alright, come on. Can I just get a backslash, please? Alright, we did it. Woo, that was stressful.
Looks like the Monado works on more than just Mechon. I gotta say, that's pretty awesome.
Reyn, I just realized something.
Huh?
The future I see, it isn't set. I think it's more like a warning.
A warning?
Yeah. A warning about what will happen. What will happen if I don't do anything. Or if I can't do anything. So I can use this power to change the future. And that's exactly what I intend to do.
You've got my vote. And if you really can do that, I think Fiora would have liked it too.
Yeah.
Right, let's get moving. We're nearly at the Bionis knee.
Alright, so we got Queen's Gut Fluid. Is that for a quest? I actually don't know. Block a monster's talent arts with a shield. Okay, so shield specifically blocks talent arts, and unfortunately I was too slow to react there. I genuinely thought Reyn was going to get aggro back. Maybe I need to invest in some aggro up gems for Reyn because he seems to be having difficulty keeping the aggro considering my damage as Shulk is so insanely high. But yeah, this blocks talent arts, and I unfortunately did not get to show it off there, so I will have to show that off in a future battle. Now this is showing off skill links. I'm not going to explain these right now because the video has gone on quite a long time. I would, however, like to continue on, and oh, I think I know what this item is for, by the way. The gut fluid is actually used on this sticky web to allow us to progress to the next area. So yeah, now in that fight, that can be a very, very difficult fight, especially if your characters are not as geared and leveled as mine are. I recommend not attacking the small spiders because they will just respawn over and over and over endlessly. Just focus your attacks on the queen and just focus on breaking the visions no matter what it takes, whether that be Reyn taking the aggro or Shulk using his shield. That's really just how you gotta do that.
Wow. No matter how many times I see this, I never get used to it.
On the other side of those clouds.
Yep. It's our enemy. Mechonis.